Good afternoon. Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 28th, 2014. It is currently 1:22 p.m. and you can clearly see where our backdoor cold front is located as temperatures are struggling in the mid-50s in Connecticut and Long Island, even in the New York City metropolitan area, mid to upper 50s with an easterly wind that continues down through the New Jersey coast, down towards Atlantic City. Meanwhile, as you head towards the Delaware River, towards the Philadelphia metro, temperatures rise rapidly into the lower to mid 60s and then into the lower to mid 70s, even upper 70s to lower 80s over central Pennsylvania. So what we have here is basically two different types of boundaries. We have one boundary here that's separating the marine air mass from the polar modified air mass, and then you have your tropical air mass down here around Virginia. And as a result, you have some thunder showers, nothing significant in nature as far as anything severe, popping up right around the Delaware River. So clearly, if you are along the New Jersey coast or you're in the New York City metropolitan area, it's kind of raw and cool out there, especially compared to yesterday, with temperatures really not moving all that much through this evening in the mid-50s, with the low tonight around the lower to mid-50s, around 53, 54 degrees. So really, we're not moving all that much with some low clouds and some fog, just a raw, ugly day. As you head to the west of Philadelphia, conditions improve significantly with high temperatures in the lower to mid-70s and mid to upper 70s as you head into central Pennsylvania, especially as you head towards past Reading and towards Williamsport. So when we take a look at the latest radar, you kind of see how everything is evolving here. You have your marine air mass in place along the coast with a few scattered showers. Again, no severe thunderstorms at all, but these thunder showers are capable of very heavy downpours. So for the most part, most locations will remain dry today, but wherever those showers move over, like for example right now over the Philadelphia metro, you can expect some very heavy downpours for about 30 to 45 minutes, capable of localized flash flooding and urban flooding. And that will continue to remain a threat for Long Island, the immediate New Jersey coast, and of course around central and eastern Pennsylvania. On the water vapor satellite loop, you can kind of see exactly how this pattern is set up here. This is what's left of the backdoor cold front. This is basically the separation between the marine air mass and the polar air mass. And then down here, well, that is your tropical air mass. So once again, the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, the northern mid-Atlantic, the northeast, is basically the battleground between three different types of air masses. And it's going to continue to remain that way through this summer. So again, the mid and upper level wind pattern is from the west. So you're going to get these disturbances moving along into the north of this boundary and lift it up over what's left of our backdoor cold front or marine air mass boundary, producing these showers capable of some brief heavy downpours. On the infrared satellite picture, you could also see the result of that lifting. You see how these thunder showers are relatively weak as they move through central Pennsylvania, but then once they hit that boundary, notice how the cloud tops rise and how the cloud tops cool. That's because of lifting that's going on because of this boundary. Think of it like a roller skater, okay? You're on a flat ground, and then this is the ramp, and then you're airborne. And that's basically what's happening here with these thunder showers capable of producing some brief heavy downpours, and then these waves of low pressure will move through over the next 24 hours, producing periods of showers and isolated thunderstorms. The good news is that by this weekend, absolutely beautiful, with warm temperatures, pretty much near normal, comfortable, enjoyable weather conditions are going to be on the way, but we're going to deal with some unsettled weather through this Friday. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website. Again, via the GFS for this afternoon, look for periods of showers at times, unsettled conditions, temperatures really not going much of anywhere from where you are right now. For tonight, look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s. For tomorrow, again, same type of situation here. You're going to have variable to overcast cloud cover, scattered showers moving around, a few breaks of sun, especially around the New York City metropolitan area, because high pressure is going to be right over the region. However, don't rule out an isolated shower. Temperatures tomorrow really won't be moving all that much in the lower to mid 60s for highs, upper 50s to lower 60s along the immediate coast. For Friday, now that boundary starts to retreat. So look for the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms, and some of those thunderstorms could be severe. Most locations could expect a brief thunder shower, a heavy downpour, and then you're done. Temperatures are going to be much warmer, a little bit closer to near normal, lower to mid 50s for lows, lower to mid 70s for highs. We should be around 78 for this time of year. Right now we're kind of hanging around 70, which is about 8 degrees below normal. By this weekend, high pressure will be in control. Now notice what we have at 500 millibars. You see this trough here off the east coast? This right here is enhancing what's called convergence and confluence. You see how these lines here are converging over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, especially over southern New England and the New York City metropolitan area. That strengthens high pressure, strengthens the process of sinking air, which leads to very dry air over the region. And so as a result, Saturday and Sunday will feature dry conditions, comfortable conditions, low humidity. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 50s for lows and mid 70s for highs, possibly a few upper 70s as you head towards the Philadelphia metro and around the Delaware River Valley. Now on Monday, it gets a little bit more interesting. And the reason why I say that is that we're going to get a backdoor cold front marine air mass boundary setting up once again. I'm not buying into this very warm temperature regime that the model guidance is trying to throw out here for Monday and Tuesday. I think the warmest temperatures are going to be over central Pennsylvania. So pretty much what we're seeing today, I think we're going to see on Monday and Tuesday. And the reason why is because the models continue to show two high pressure systems. One over the Western Atlantic off the North Carolina coast, and another one around Maine. Now when you see this type of setup, there has to be a trough somewhere. There has to be a balance between these pressure systems. And there is indication of just that trough right here. So there has to be a different air mass here. This is a marine air mass. This is a tropical air mass. So what I think we're going to be setting up here is very similar to what we're seeing right now on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where locations to the south of this boundary, wherever it sets up, will be in the lower to mid 80s. It'll be very warm, very mild, very muggy, showers and thunderstorms. But locations to the north of this boundary, depending on where it sets up, will basically be stuck in the upper 60s to mid 70s, depending on the location of where you are to that boundary. The deeper you are in the marine air mass, the more likely you're going to be rather cool, like we are seeing today. Which again, when we go back and look at the temperatures, basically you have mid 50s in Connecticut, lower 80s in central Pennsylvania. So I would not be surprised if we see the same temperature regime that we're seeing here set up for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because the pressure system, the boundaries, everything about this layout that we're seeing for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is very similar to what we're seeing now. So look for temperatures basically in the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows, mid 60s to the south of that boundary. Temperatures for highs will range from the lower to mid 60s over portions of eastern Long Island, upper 60s to lower 70s over portions of the New York City metropolitan area. And in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, I'm going with mid to upper 70s. But again, the location of that boundary is going to be key. You could easily be 62 one day and 82 the next. So it's going to be very interesting to watch how this transpires on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire forecast period. Well, that is the forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.